Yeah, welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast live. So obviously there wasn't a show yesterday on Sunday morning as there normally is, but we got it. And here we are to replace that show for you with a special Monday night episode. How's everybody doing? Transformer, you're back. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, all is well. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
I'm
here. Praise Allah.
That's it. I'm doing it.
No, I've been good, man. Been good, man. Wife turned 37 yesterday. So, we spent the weekend. Yes, sir. So salute to my wife. Happy birthday. Well, belated now. It was yesterday. Yes. So that's why we didn't have the show yesterday, guys. So I apologize that my wife has a birthday on that day, but I'm not sorry about it.
Right. Sorry, man.
But and other than that, just had a lot of the other things. Work got in the way a lot this past couple of weeks, man. But I thank you guys for loving me, man, loving and missing me. And I've been hearing the comments. I've been reading the comments, checking out you guys in the reaction, man. I know you guys miss me, man. So I'm back. I'm here.
No doubt. Yeah. Let me give a shout out to our members of the channel, man. Shout out Laker Nation. Shout out Chief Sid Bubba. What's going on, my brother? How are you? Shout out to them boys from Annapolis. Shout out to It's Not That Serious. Shout out to my main guy Bruce from Baltimore. What's going on? There we go. I have nothing to say.
I still have 200 and something days to go.
That's it. So I gotta show that respect for that butt cutting.
Boy.
But no, it's good to have you back. Yeah, man. I mean, but that's what rivalries do, right? Rivalries breed that kind of thing, man. So,
Absolutely, man. What's going on, Steve? Twizzler is back. Yes, the Twizzler's here. Twizzler's here, man.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna hit the little spiel and then we'll go ahead and get started. This is not gonna be one of these all-nighter shows tonight, y'all. We're not doing that. But we do have some good topics for y'all. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept aware anytime we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast, and we should come right up. If you enjoy the content as you listen, make sure you give us a like, a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. And write it down, put it in your phones, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the podcast and you want to help the show continue to grow, make sure you go ahead, click that join button, join the channel. We're going to have some exclusive content just for you. So this is what we've been waiting for. Let's get to the first topic here. And we're going to get right to it. We're not even going to wait till the third topic like we normally do. So as you guys know, I did a ton of work last week, basically over the last 2 weeks regarding this Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James thing. Transformer was not around for most of that for varying reasons. And so I know a lot of you have been waiting to hear him weigh in on this thing. Pretty sure he's had a chance to hear all my ranting and raving and on the topic. And, like we said, what is this made? 12, 14 hours of content, that topic alone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a lot. But I mean,
counting because we're talking about it now.
Right. Obviously, yeah. I mean, there's been a lot to say. A lot of people have had a lot to say. Charles Barkley, Michael Wilbon, of course, Stephen A. and LeBron themselves, Pat McAfee, Kendrick Perkins, all the independent content creators. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the world has had a lot to say regarding Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James and their whatever you want to call it. But we have now heard from the man, the myth, the legend himself, the Transformer. So I'm going to sit back, relax, and I'm going to let him give you his thoughts on this whole thing. Let's go.
I appreciate that so much, Bruce. Appreciate that so much. So let me do me a favor. So I don't look biased. Go ahead and okay. All right. Let me go ahead and switch out hats because I don't want to seem one-sided here. Let me make my point, my opening segue to this conversation. I'm neither going to side with Stephen A. and I'm not going to side with LeBron James. Why? I feel both are being petty children right now. I feel that they're both being petty children. Now, I will talk about both, and I'm going to give you guys a brief rundown on how I came to said conclusion. Stephen A. Fast forward even more. LeBron James has a son by the name of LeBron Ramon James Jr., a.k.a. Bronny. Since high school, been promoting him, been behind his firstborn. He went to USC, had a scare of cardiac arrest on the court. Heart stopped beating, technically declared dead, returned back to life. Life-changing moment. You're a father. He continued to play for USC. Due to nepotism, you manipulated a lot of circles. A lot of conversations was had to get your son to where he was at, to be drafted at the 55th pick in the 2024 NBA draft. So that starts that. Bronny is now still your son. However, he's an NBA athlete. He's a professional. He signed his name on a dotted line. Granted, it's your name, but it's different when you put junior. Two different persons, two different people, LeBron Sr. Let me just say LeBron Sr. Okay? So he's a grown man. He should be able to fend for himself, right? However, I do understand, because I do look at LeBron James's history on how he was upbrought. Single mother, no father, no guider to show a man what it takes to, do it on his own. Like, be your own man. There you go. Be your own man. So I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just giving my clarity on, I see why he does certain things for his son, because you want to protect him, right? I'm not here to tell the man how to be a father. I'm a father of 3. I just see a different way. I see a different view, as of Bruce does. He's a father of 2. Oldest daughter and his son, who's probably somewhere, probably listening to me right now in the house if he's not sleeping. All right. So throughout the course of Bronny's career, he's been scrutinized, criticized for his play or lack thereof in the G League, in NBA games, and most importantly, it was criticized by a guy named Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is a journalist. Journalism is a part of his job. Journalism, I looked up the definition. Excuse me. I had my notes here. Definition of sports journalism. I'm sports journalist. It's journalist who specializes, Jesus Christ, in covering news, events, and stories related to the world of sports, working across various media formats like print, broadcast, and online. So I think Bronny fits that criteria. Bronny is a professional NBA player who was drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers, the biggest franchise in NBA. So yes, Stephen A. has a right to talk about him. So where does Bron come back into this? Stephen A. Smith starts to indirectly address LeBron James as a father, mentioning words such as a father, if I was the father, being the father, right? Those words were said. Now I see a part of what Stephen A. is trying to say, but intent only matters to the person receiving said information. Intent only matters to the person receiving the information. So of course, LeBron saw that as you telling me how to be a daddy on national TV. You're criticizing me as a father, as a parent on national television. You, the biggest face in sports journalism, criticizing not my play that you've done for the 21 years of your career. 21 years of my career. I believe Stephen A. has been in the business about 26, 27 years, give or take a couple of years, right? So you're now addressing me as a father. As I said, a sports journalist is a journalist who specializes in covering news events and stories related to the world of sports, working across various media formats like print, broadcast, and online. You're not a therapist, Stephen A. You're not a therapist. That's left to therapy, therapists, or whatever you want to call your counselors, and such in that category. Let me just put it right there. Right. So, what does LeBron do in response to Stephen A's comments repeatedly addressing his fatherhood? LeBron James, in the middle of a game, I believe we were playing. Ooh, don't give me the line, Bruce. Can you remember? Was it the Heat? No, not the Heat. New York.
Yes.
New York Knicks. Okay. Playing the New York Knicks. This is where I disagree with LeBron. Brian, you're in the middle of a game. Third quarter. We're about to enter the toughest stretch of our team. I believe the second worst schedule in the NBA at that time. Right? LeBron James, you're the leader. You're the face of the Los Angeles Lakers currently. Mm-hmm. Even with Luka Doncic being there, you're the face of the Los Angeles Lakers currently. You decided to make it more about you than the team during the game. Now, if this was halftime, if this was before the game, if this was after the game, all fair. Cool beans. All is easy. During a timeout, what are timeouts typically called for? To bring the team together, put them in the huddle. Let's re-strategize the game plan that we're currently using, make our adjustments. We get back on the court, and we try to apply said information that was given in the huddle. You walked away from that huddle. So now you're not even a part of the Los Angeles Lakers at this time. Now, granted, we won that basketball game. So I guess in hindsight 2020, you wouldn't know, right? Probably wouldn't. You're like, I ain't have no effect on the game. We won, right? That's not the point. We were in the middle of the game. You decided to go address a sports public figure as a sports journalist during a timeout. That's not the place to do it, Brian. Plenty of ways you could have done it. Now, the way you walked up on him during a timeout, but nobody would have saw that coming. Nobody. I'm pretty sure JJ Redick, he's not going to talk about it, but he was upset with that. Like, come on, man. What are you doing? Could have did that after the game. Could have did that during halftime. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I disagree with LeBron James. Not why he did it, how you did it. There's a way to do things, right? You could approach him at any point in time. And I know Stephen A. said he could have called him. That's not Bron's MO. You got to be deep in the circle to get to LeBron James. You can talk to Maverick Carter. You can talk to Rich Paul. You can talk to his friends, Chris Paul, Carmelo, Dwayne. You can call them, but you're not going to get in touch with LeBron directly unless he wants you to. Mm-hmm. That's how tight that man's circle is. Kudos to that. So, LeBron James did what he did that night. Stephen A. This is where I started to have the problem. No, I'll take that back. I didn't have a problem with Stephen A. at this point. Stephen A. still in the clear. Stephen A. has a right to respond. LeBron James didn't give him that response, didn't allow him that chance to respond on that day. He said what he said. Chest big. I'm 6'8", standing over you. You heard what I said. I'm going to walk away. Mm-hmm. Stephen A. never got his chance.
Right.
Stephen A. comes on a show 2 days later and now addresses publicly the confrontation because now there's video that has been surfaced. We're watching it on social media. It's across all the airwaves, right? So everybody knows about this said situation. Now we're getting to hear Stephen A's side of what was said, right? In all fairness, he has a right to respond. He just didn't have the time to do it there. You responded, Stephen A. You gave your take, Stephen A. Let it be over. LeBron said what he said. You said what you said in your response. Done deal. Okay, this is where my problem with Stephen A. starts to occur. You said what you said on First Take. Boom. 20-minute segment. You talk 20 minutes is a lot more than the time frame that LeBron James was in your face and said what he said. So you had time and you had the delivery to detail, justify what you were saying, how you were saying it, your point, your stance. Let that be it. Let that be it. Instead, Stephen A. goes on his show. He has a podcast. I believe it's called the Stephen A. Smith Show. I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah.
He addresses it again, right? This time in a more vulgar term, because on ESPN, on the sports network, you got to abide by, what is it, FBA, CBA?
FCC.
FCC. There you go. FCC airwaves. Plus it's owned by Disney. So you gotta talk a certain way. So now Stephen A goes and he talks a certain way on his show, airs it out. Okay. All right. Granted, Stephen A, you got to the point where you addressed it as yourself, as Stephen A. Smith, because this is your show now on YouTube. Let it be done, Stephen A. No. A week later, Stephen A. Smith goes on Gil's Arena and he addresses it a third time.
Can I, real quick? I'm letting you cook because you're cooking. The only thing I'll say is, so obviously the first take, and then often we see him expound on something he talked about on First Take later in the day on the Stephen A. Smith Show, as you said, because he can really say what he wants to say. Then the second time he addressed it was the following Monday, because he saw Richard Jefferson and the conversation they had prior to the Celtics game, in which the Celtics, whooped up on the Lakers. But anyway, I'm messing with you. But no, in all seriousness, he addressed it then because I guess more people were talking about it. And then that third time you just referenced was following the D Wade and Carmelo Anthony on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the fourth time, I see why you're getting annoyed. Fourth time was on Gil's Arena, but you knew they were going to ask him about it. So what was he going to do? Go on there and not talk about it? But go ahead, brother. Pick up where you left off.
Interviewing.
Yes,
they
sir.
typically have conversations before we go live.
Yeah.
Right? Stephen A. could have easily said, leave that LeBron thing alone. Easily said it. Stephen A., you are the biggest face in journalism in sports. You could have said, or he could have said, hey, keep it brief. Keep it. We're going to keep this brief. Boom, be done with it. Because, this is your show. I'm here for you. This is your show. I want to support you in your channel. Right.
Right.
Then it gets vulgar again to where you're diving into more detail for the fourth time.
You're right.
Talking about it.
You're right.
So,
I agree.
So that's where I'm like, okay, Stephen A. Eventually, you keep knocking on the door. Somebody's going to answer the door.
Yeah, facts.
Somebody's going to open the door.
Great
point.
Mm-hmm.
So a week goes by. LeBron James goes on a Pat McAfee show and addresses what Stephen A. has been saying.
He addressed a lot of things.
But I'm just going to stick to Stephen A.
Got you.
He goes into his soliloquy and takes childish jabs. I would say petty jabs at Stephen A. Calling him going on the Taylor Swift tour, talking about this over and over and over. The man is probably sitting at home in his tighty whities.
Yeah, that was
sitting at home in his tighty whities, salivating over. Oh, he's talking about me again.
Big pause.
Big pause. Meanwhile, Skip Bayless is over there like, I've been doing this for 20 years and I've never gotten LeBron James to say something to me or mention my name. I know Skip was pissed. I know he's furious over there. Man might end up having a stroke just over the quality of content that Stephen A. Smith is getting off of LeBron James. And be honest with you, Skip Bayless was a much worse critic than on LeBron James than Stephen A. Smith. Skip Bayless has recently decided to give a little bit more credit to what LeBron James has been doing for his career. Meanwhile, Stephen A. has been more even kilter, always labels Jordan the GOAT,
right?
And now has LeBron James as the second best player of all time. That's his opinion.
He gives him a lot of props, though.
Gives him a lot of props. That's why I say he's even kilter. He's gonna acknowledge what LeBron did, but
yes,
he ain't the GOAT yet. Nah, he's not the GOAT. That guy's 23. bald guy, dark skin, played for North Carolina. That guy. That guy right there, right? So that, in all fairness, now we get into the petty jabs. LeBron James, the tighty whities, Taylor Swift tour, and all of the jazz.
Right.
My God, here we go. We're gonna keep going, right? Stephen A. Smith uses words that LeBron James never said. The words or commentary now getting physical, right? LeBron James never said anything about getting physical. He said what he said. He made his little petty jabs because I'm tired of you talking about me. One, like, bro, it was I talked to you for 20 seconds. You gave your response. Cool, let that be it. Done deal, right? No, Stephen A. responds saying, "Well, if he would have touched me or pushed me or something like that, I would have had to hit him." Right?
Can I just interject real quick there?
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So the thing that's kind of irking me about that, everybody is playing Stephen A. Smith for that, but everybody's leaving out conveniently the part where Stephen A. said, let me clarify that quote for you. He said, if LeBron had put his hands on me, pardon the language, y'all, I would have got my ass kicked. Because if he had put his hands on me, I would have swung. So he's acknowledging he would have got bodied. He's acknowledging that part. But at the same time, as a man, if somebody put their hands on you, big, small, in between, you have to respond if you can, right?
No, absolutely.
Why are we acting like Stephen A. is so wrong for saying, I'm not saying you, but a lot of people are acting like Stephen A. is wrong for saying that. But he's acknowledging, like, I wouldn't have had a chance to win, but I would have had to attempt to defend myself. You see what I'm saying?
Why bring it up? LeBron didn't threaten you. He didn't ball his fist up like he was going to hit you. That's my point. Like, of course, anybody, unless you're Stevie Wonder and you can't even see these two gentlemen, you would know that LeBron James, 6'8", 240, this man runs through the NBA like a freight train. Stephen A. Smith is pushing 60 years old, right? Torn rotator cuff, all types of jazz going on with his body. Nobody would have thought that it would be fair. It would have been more worse on LeBron if something like that would happen. Been far worse, far worse. Lawsuit, suspension, all types of jazz. If LeBron James was even engaged, touch Stephen A. Right? Why bring it up, Stephen A? Get out of the comments. Stop listening to the public. Right? LeBron James never said nothing about touching you, harming you. He just said, bro, stop talking about whatever he said. Stop talking about my son like that. Stop talking about me. Whatever he said. Stop bringing the personal matters into the game of basketball. Words. There was nothing physical about what LeBron did. His approach was there. I mean, it's kind of hard to hide 6'8". Yeah, it's kind of hard to hide that. I mean, the man's 6'8". He is who he is.
Well, remember, you and I just talked maybe about a week ago about people walking up in your circle. You don't know what someone's going to do. Now, I'm not saying we assume that LeBron was going to get physical. And again, let's be clear, guys. We are not advocating for powerful brothers or brothers, period, to be on TV fighting. That's
not at all.
Saying.
Not at all.
If somebody walks up on you with aggression and seemingly rage, you don't know what they're going to do and immediately get into your space. So there's that part. But go ahead.
Fair. LeBron James in the middle of a basketball game. Stephen A. That man ain't finna put his hands on you. Hey, LeBron, I will give LeBron this. LeBron is one of the most smartest individuals of controlling his character off the court that I've ever seen. One of the smartest individuals when it comes off that court. If it ain't got nothing to do with stats and gameplay, that man LeBron is great at what he does in his image off that court.
Yeah.
That man ain't finna put his hands on you, Stephen A.
No.
Nobody said anything in that breath but us, viewers, spectators in the comments saying, damn, man, I should have put his hands on. He could have hit you, could have did this, could have did that. Stephen A., that's not your job. You're a sports journalist. More
sports analysts. Like there's detailed information that you verify your sources, verify this was said, what's going on. There's research involved when your job, right? The comments ain't research, brother. It's not. So why even go there? Right? Why even entertain that type of conversation? Again, my problem with Stephen A on that, right? So we continue to go. Stephen A responds again, rightfully so, I guess, on First Take for about 20 consecutive minutes. This time, this is where I agree with Stephen A
until
for most of it.
Yeah.
All right. The way LeBron has been carrying himself and such and such and such and all that. Mm-hmm. Where he went left and went wrong. Mm-hmm. When you made it truly personal, when you stepped out of the bounds of a sports journalist and you started trying to attack him as a person and his image off the court, bringing up the dead, rest in peace, Bean. Vanessa Bryant and that family ain't got nothing to do with you and LeBron James. So not only to bring that up and be wrong about information that was put out 5 years ago. Your job as a journalist is to verify your research, verify what you're talking about. Bro, you on live network, $100 million for 4 years. You're in front of millions of people.
Yeah.
Bro.
I've been guilty of it too. Right here. I have been guilty on it as well.
Like, bro.
Verifying information and saying the wrong thing. That's a fact.
You're trying to cut this man deep to give that jab back because you can't think of funny puns to give him back for the posting of the video that you publicly put. So that's not really getting personal because you post that video. Yeah, you posted that video of you boxing. That was just in response of, you saying it could have been a fight. Okay, he just said wop wop wop, man. Funny jab, right? But you took it personal when you got to now saying he's not at a man's funeral. Why wasn't he there? Now you're bringing Dwayne Wade and his family into it. He wasn't at the Hall of Fame ceremony. Why he took a flight. He took a business trip. That don't have nothing to do with sports. Nothing at all.
Agreed. I agree with you. And yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken it there. The only thing I can think about is with the amount of conditioning that LeBron has managed to do and the way he has perfectly, worked his image over all these years, Stephen A is trying to show people at this point, like, yo, this dude is not the dude you think he is. You're getting on me. He's not the dude. But at the same time, the bigger problem is if you're Stephen A, you can't expect to do that now, and you're one of the biggest cogs in the apparatus that created all this. So I'm with you, Transformer. And again, let me be clear. Let me be clear as well. In terms of what you said about not vetting information, I have been guilty of it myself, and it's a terrible thing. It's not respectable of journalistic principles and practices. I've done it as well, man. And you feel bad. You do.
We're human. Now, granted, Stephen A in response, Oh, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I think I cut you off. What'd you say?
My bad. No, I was just saying real quick. We are human, but guys like him who is so experienced in this, guys like me who have done it obviously on a much lower level, we're supposed to know better. We went to school for this. We've done this. We're not supposed to just take stuff, go out there, say it, run with it without checking it. So I totally agree with you, Transformer. So I'm putting it out there that I have done it as well, and I've been wrong too. So
fair. Yeah, because as a journalist, especially at that level, right? This man is the face of First Take, right? You would think you got a team of younger analysts, future journalists, interns or such that can go and be like, hey, man, verify that this man been to this funeral, because this isn't the first time Stephen A has said this. He said it in 2023. So again, Verify that. You in 2023 when you said it, you could have verified. Verify he was there. Verify he was there because LA Times reported in 2020.
That's right.
He could have just found an article in LA Times. They mentioned LeBron James was in attendance at the funeral. It chose not to be publicized of being there. They saw him. Nobody else at the funeral said. I mean, the memorial said anything about Bron not being there. So you can't. There was nothing for you to, no reason to bring that up, right? I get into this. Types of coverage for sports journalists ranges from play-by-play reporting and game summaries to analysis and investigative reporting. That's not your lane, Stephen A. Now you're going outside of it. When you're addressing, when you're bringing up stuff like that, what make me felt even worse about what Stephen A was saying. This is where you can't go in the same breath, in the same sentence and say, I never wanted to bring this up, or I could have brought this up, and then state every damn thing.
Yeah, I didn't.
You've been trying to say.
Yeah, I
want to say.
Yeah,
I'm like, again, now it's personal for you because you're going against now your own code of I wouldn't have said this because of where I'm at, my network and stuff like that, and FCC airwaves, but I never said anything about why you wouldn't hit. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Everything you said up until that point, Stephen A., you were right. You were right. You had a point. You were driving it home. You was driving, but that cop caught you at the last red light before you pulled up to get to the house.
Yeah.
It caught you. You was cruising. I'm like, okay, everything you're saying about LeBron, fair. Everything you're saying about LeBron's fair. I'm like, okay, I can see that. It's more about him, his image, boom, boom, boom. I don't know about the way he treats black meat. I don't understand that when, most of his camp is, guys he played with who are all black that he's put in major positions to be very, very successful. So I don't understand that. Maybe it's something that we don't know. I know Stephen A said something previously about other sports shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything.
That was frustrating to me as well, that whole business of, things you've done to other black media members. And then, y'all don't know the half. Oh, y'all don't know. Well, don't bring it up if you're not going to tell us. I didn't like that. I didn't like that either. Even if you say, a source told me or, blah, blah, right? You put it out there. You don't have to put where you got it from.
No, could have said a source.
I didn't like that at all. So I'm a transformer.
Because as a journalist
in this,
go ahead. What was the last part you said?
I was saying Stephen A was far from perfect in this. I didn't like some of the, I do lean towards him in this whole thing. I didn't like the way, but he's far from perfect.
Yeah, and this is where I like I said, I disliked it because, like I said, it got to him so bad that he went out of his element. Stephen A is one hell of a journalist, one hell of a sports analyst. Been doing this for over 25 years. That's over a quarter of a century. The man is great at his job. Yeah. I'm not saying that he's not. I'm not going to say I'm going to stop watching him. The man put out a segment tomorrow. I'm watching it. The man is great at what he does. But when it gets outside of your realm of now you're trying so hard to come back at a person or an individual, and could have been LeBron James, could have been freaking Isaiah Stewart. We're going to talk about him later. It could have been about him, but you're going so hard to get out of that element just to attack a person. That's not your lane. Everything you said was fair because you're responding to what LeBron James said, but now you're trying to get a little bit too personal. And now it's blowing into a sense like, okay, now this is distasteful and it's just getting petty. LeBron James is posting petty videos. Yeah, making petty comments. Your tidy whities was crazy work. He talked about Stephen A. Smith. Funny, but like I said, for LeBron, that was petty. It was petty. Yeah. He could have said everything else he said, but now you're taking those petty jabs. To get the clicks up. Get us more into it. But now it's getting a little bit more personal when you're starting to now engage on personal matters, bringing up the dead, involving other parties. that are not involved in y'all's beef. This is between y'all.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't got nothing to do with Vanessa Bryant and her family, and Talia Bryant and all them. It got nothing to do with them. It ain't got nothing to do with Dwayne Wade and them. Even though Dwayne Wade said his piece about it on the show with Melo, that's all he said. He gave his response. Dwayne Wade leaned on you like, hey, I'm cool with both of them.
Right.
I agree with what Stephen A did. In the same breath, he like, hey, but honestly, LeBron did what most of us been wanting to do all these years. Walk up on one of y'all and you know what I'm saying? But the thing about everybody's like, man, you just don't walk up on somebody like that. Stephen A been asking people to do this for years.
So, but you know, it's the difference though. And yes, that's true. You know where to find me.
Yeah, you know where to find me. I'm at the game. You didn't say nothing at the game.
And I'm good with that, Transformer. The only thing I'll say is to the point that you made earlier, you walking up on somebody again, we know LeBron is calculated. He did it at a time that he knew Stephen A would not have the opportunity to respond to him.
Yeah, in a timeout, because that's not a lot of time.
Cowards do, young disciple. That is what cowards do. You're right. He made sure he walked up on him during, a 30-second period of time so he could come out, verbally lambaste him, and then walk away. And Stephen A never got the opportunity to respond. Right?
Yeah.
So that's not, because if you're trying to hash it out man to man, right?
That's what I didn't like about Bron.
Yeah.
I'm like, Bron, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
One, Bron is a very, very private person. Mm-hmm. Very, very private when it comes to family matters and, things like that off the court, whatever. Ain't got to do with basketball. LeBron's name is, most for the most part, not in it. You're not going to hear anything about him. That LeBron, bro, that's in the catwalk, not the catwalk, the tunnel. Pull him to the tunnel, man. No cameras, like, bro.
Right.
Hash that out, conversation, bro. And at that point, we don't see it, so we can't judge it. But Stephen A probably would have said the next day on the show, me and LeBron had a conversation.
I'm not going to tell point. Dead, but
exactly, because that's not our business. It's not our business. But you can tell us the summary of like, okay, the end all be all. This is his view. I said what I said, and this could have been done. That's the part I didn't like when LeBron did that. Because like I said, you didn't give Stephen A chance to respond. One, you're in the middle of a timeout, bro.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of a timeout. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, come over here. We're in the middle of a game. The game is going. Why are you letting that get to you that much? When you have before the game, you got halftime, you got after the game. Stephen A is there.
Yeah.
Stephen A is there before the game. He's there during halftime, and he's there after the game. 1, 2, and 3. You had 3 opportunities, but Bron knew what he was doing. That man is a very, very calculated individual.
Absolutely.
When it comes to exposure, Bron is him. Bron is him, and he knew what he was doing. And that's the part that I just didn't agree with LeBron James, because he made it to what he's this. I would say the start of what it is now, because of how you approached him. So, but in all be all, so we can go ahead and move on off this topic. Like I said, there was things I distaste about both. There's things I distaste about LeBron. There's things I distaste about Stephen A. And you heard my piece, man. I'm right down the middle on it. I'm hoping that this is over.
I hope so.
I mean, like Stephen A made his last point. If I'm LeBron and I'm not Mav Carter, Mav Carter is that's production. Rich Paul, whoever, come to LeBron like, bro, don't even, because the media already backed up the Kobe thing. The media got on that ASAP. It was like, Stephen A had to go on X and be like, yo, okay, after verifying, multiple sources, I was wrong. Right. He was there.
Well, at least he did
my
that.
Bad. At least he did that. You know what I mean? Everything else I said was true. I'm still feel that way, but I was wrong about that. And kudos to Stephen A for doing that, because it takes a man. Hey, I'm wrong. I was wrong. But like I said, that's when you're out of your element, because Stephen A, you're typically not wrong that badly to a point where you're addressing the dead now. You're addressing another family that's not even involved. You're putting other people inside of this situation, and you will way off, right? That's not even journalism no more. It's not even sports analyst no more. Now you're being more, what they call them shows. You're being more in the drama.
Okay.
What would you say?
I was reality TV.
Reality TV. That's what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
You're making it more reality TV when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Your job is based on factual information, stats, numbers, gameplay, video, footage, things of that nature. Now you're going to, talk about the Bryant family, the Wade family, who ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah. I liked Chief Sid Bubba said, I don't know how much you heard. He's called in a few times on this topic, and he was brilliant with it. He was one of the first ones to say that this thing is probably something that they worked out together behind the scenes way back.
Yeah, I heard that segment. Yeah, that was very good by him, Sid Bubba. But first of all, thank you, Chief. That was a good one, Chief.
Absolutely, and it makes a lot of sense, really, because we haven't even been talking about the NFL, right? The whole thing all year is this business of the NBA, the ratings are down, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? Like, everybody's been talking about the NBA
blew it up
3 weeks, right? So,
blew it up.
You never know if this was something that these guys say, you know what? But I'll tell you what would be the even bigger move, and then we'll open up the phone lines and take 2 calls. The bigger move would be, now that all this has gone down, they need to say, okay, we could really maximize it and get this money if we do a sit-down
interview.
So we do a sit-down together, hash this out, stand up, give each other a pound at the end, and we're two wealthy, successful brothers, and we hash it out publicly. We stereotypes, and we get all the attention, all the ratings, and the money. That would be a genius move.
Skip Bayless will jump off a bridge.
It's terrible, Transformer. You're terrible.
Skip is going to end this. What is it? The Skip Bayless show? Yeah. He's gonna cut that thing off. I quit. I quit.
Him and his Hazel.
I've been talking shit about LeBron for 20 years. He's never mentioned my name. He's never said nothing about me. He gave he gave Stephen A. freaking segment on Pat McAfee show, one of the biggest shows on his network. Like, what? Now he's having a sit-down interview the second, because 20 years, rewind. Fast forward. Stephen A. was one of LeBron's first big interviews on ESPN.
I think, yeah.
So, like, bro.
Yeah.
He go be pissed. But I wanted to mention this as well. Guys, we try so hard. To just make a topic relevant for football. I know we love football. This man, Bruce, threw that quick hit on y'all. I was like, okay, at least I get it.
I needed some football so bad.
I need it. Hey, Deshaun Watson, that was the worst thing ever for the Cleveland Browns. But Transformer, elaborate on it.
Oh my goodness.
Pull up some stats, pull up some numbers. Let's talk about Joe Flacco. Let's oh my God. Let's talk about football.
Yeah, we need football bad.
We've been thirsty for it. I ain't gonna hold you. Me and Bruce had a conversation earlier. I'm doing my cardio at the gym, and I'm like, because he's at, we're discussing future topics, and first of all, members of the channel, we're working on some things for you guys as well. So do stay tuned. If you're not a member of the channel, go, man. Hey, become a member. We're doing a lot of things offline, not offline, but off of the lives that are, just content only for the members for the channel, taking their feedback and really diving into what the members want to hear from us. As me, Bruce, G, come up with most of the topics that we discuss. But as we were discussing topics, I'm like, yeah, we could talk this is happening. I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, nothing football. Come on. Football. I was like, I need football. I was like, Bruce, help me. He was like, Transform, I feel you. He's like, I want to talk it so bad. He was like, I'm so sick of talking to this Stephen A. LeBron thing. I spent all week talking about it, and there's nothing happening in the NFL that's worth talking about right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to do that, man. So I like how Bruce kind of snuck that one in.
Yeah, I had to get that.
Let's talk about Deshaun Watson.
Let's go ahead and open up these phone lines, man. So before anybody, I want Young Disciple. Go ahead and call in. Everybody else, hold up. After Young Disciple, we'll take one more call. But Young Disciple, you go ahead and you call, and let's get it, man.
Try to keep it professional. I know Young Disciple like to go ham.
Yes, sir.
Hey. Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Bruce, bro? I need to have that Transformer, though.
Carry on.
Hey, Transformer, bro. Hey, my nigga, this the first time I ever heard you do this, bro. And a lot of people like get caught up like and make the same like mistake, bro. Like you trying to show people, nigga, that you're not biased, bro. And this ain't really the time. I mean, you got your own opinion, that's cool, bro. But like this ain't really the time for that, bro. Like at the end of the day, like it's time to be like just be 100% like real. Like you don't always have to find fault, nigga, in both to show that you're not being biased, big bro. But at the end of the day, bro, it wasn't a timeout, bro. Like that's not when that happened, bro. It happened between the third and fourth quarter, bro. Like you get what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
I'm saying it wasn't a timeout when this
I'm talking about the beginning of what you said. I don't get none of that.
Yeah, okay. What I'm saying is that the fault that you when you came out when you said you don't like you don't agree with either one of them, or you basically saying nigga they both was in the wrong. Nigga, I don't see how you come to that conclusion though, bro. That's why I say listen, bro. I'm saying that this don't have nothing to do with you. I'm saying that it has more to do with you not wanting to look biased, bro. So to me, you're looking for things to say about Bron. But like I don't see anything from the time that the situation happened when Stephen A said that as a father shit, like to me that's where it started. Stop. Like I don't see how anybody is going past that. Like as a father, you pleading with an NBA player to stop doing what he's doing as far as his child goes. And my thing is that if that's not something, like I'm saying, if that's something that's so universal or so common, why hasn't he ever said that about or said that to any other goddamn player? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I see nothing. Okay, Transformer. I'm saying you see something wrong with him approaching Stephen A.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's not the why. It's not the why. It's the how.
Like, bro, and see, and that's the funny part. That's the tricky part right there, bro. Like, as a man, bro, if somebody comes out and says something to me that I deem disrespectful, bro, like what I'm saying is that nobody else gets to dictate the how or the when. Like the person that situation, the person that they got directed to, they get to choose that, bro. Like it wasn't over before the game because it already came out. He wasn't there before the game. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come. Stephen A. didn't arrive to the beginning of the second half. So that would be the first time that LeBron had the opportunity to motherfucking address the nigga.
Okay. Well, do me a favor, young disciple.
Look up. Oh, I know I can't say. I mean the N word. My bad.
No, I wasn't going to talk about that. But thank you though for acknowledging that. What's your name? Young, right? Mine is Brian. Brian, right? I'm my own man, bro. I come to my own conclusions. I've had my own experiences. I've had my own trials as a father, my own trials as a person, my own trials in my career. I came to my conclusion because that's how I truly feel. Ain't no need to be Bruce. No, I don't need to find a reason to be in the middle of this. I don't need to find a reason to come let me look at both sides.
Bro, we might
finish.
This was stuff, bro.
Could you let me finish?
You might be interpreting what I'm saying like different, bro. I'm not saying nothing like negative about you, bro. I'm saying it's the good guy in you. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Maybe because I know my lingo and how I say stuff like a little bit different. But I'm not saying I'm not saying like nothing negative like towards the outcome or yeah. I'm not saying nothing about that. I'm saying that it's basically. I'm saying that Stephen A. is playing on the good guy in you, like because listen, bro. The LeBron versus Stephen A. bro, of course, on paper, bro, is lopsided, bro. Like it's very lopsided. Like is what I'm saying. I'm saying so trying to be objective about the situation, I think sometimes it can cloud your, like, you get what I'm saying? It's not nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with trying to see the good, like, in a person or the good in the situation, or see it from a opposite point of view. That's not what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm saying that on this one right here, bro, like unless you're telling me that when he went to Pat McAfee, you had a problem with some of the responses he had, then it's time somebody listen to you, bro. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like the dude that hosts the show, Bruce. Like I don't even. I'm just saying. Well, I'm saying y'all cool and everything is with the show is cool. But what I'm saying is that when he say certain stuff, bro, like I kind of just like, bro, you talking about that Kobe stuff, bro, because he was on that bandwagon too. Nigga, he was preaching to a youth nigga that LeBron wasn't there. Yeah. That's why he's so understanding, and that's why he cutting you off saying, "Oh, I was guilty of it too." Yes, because the particular situation that we're speaking of, yeah, he was guilty of it on, and that's what I'm saying. That's why when I call the show, I'm always saying the same things, like bro, there's gonna be false narratives, bro, and if you stack up enough false narratives together, bro, you're gonna come to those conclusions, nigga, that Bruce come to.
No, hold on.
Yes, you did, Bruce. Because Bruce, you also reported about the D Wade stuff. The same thing Stephen A was saying. You reported on that too, did you?
Which D Wade stuff,
bro? When LeBron didn't go to, you reported on that too, did you?
That I don't recollect. I know I talked about.
Oh my God!
I know I talked about. No, I'm not saying I didn't. I'm saying I don't recollect that. I know I talked about LeBron leaving Miami and D Wade not knowing. That was a big thing for me. I didn't like that at all. But
that's another thing. That's a false narrative.
No, it's not.
Bro. So what you saying? You saying D Wade found out? So when did D Wade find out, bro?
We're not gonna get into that argument. You can.
No, bro, Bruce. Show me one thing, Bruce. Just give me this one thing, Bruce. I want to ask you nothing else. When did D Wade find out?
If I'm not mistaken, D Wade said he found out like everybody else that LeBron.
And bro, that's the biggest lie on earth, bro.
Well, why would do
your research, bro. Wade didn't say that, bro. Bro, Wade. LeBron told Wade that he was going back to Cleveland on a plane ride from Vegas, my nigga.
All right, man. All right, go ahead.
Like I'm just saying. I just want to prove to you, bro.
You can say what you're saying. That doesn't prove anything.
What you mean? Bro, I'm saying, bro, I'm saying that if I know this, bro, you know I don't know D Wade or LeBron. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, the stuff that you said, bro, on countless occasions, bro, I went back, bro, because I didn't remember stuff like that, bro. I didn't see it like that at that time. So I went back, like, to make sure that I wasn't tripping, bro. And that's why I'm able to tell you when LeBron told D Wade that he was going to Cleveland, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like so that'd be my whole thing, bro. Like you sit here and say, y'all sit here and say a nigga like defending somebody you don't know. Like, I mean, that's all cool. Like, because a person can be on the other side and say that you sit around and criticize a person you don't know. But I don't even want to say that. All I'll be trying to say is criticizing for legitimate stuff, bro. Like, and stop with all the narratives, my nigga. Like, LeBron went 22 years, nigga. He hasn't approached or said anything to anybody about anything they just said, bro.
Exactly.
And he can't be wrong.
Of course.
Is that what that means?
Bro,
he's never done it.
Like, to me, yes. Because if I haven't said nothing about
that's you. So, young disciple, listen to what you're saying. Like, that's how you feel, bro.
Bro,
that's how you feel.
Bro, I'm only speaking for me. I ain't speaking for you, nigga.
First of all, you stop the N-word, bro. Just stop it.
Man, bro, you know I'm trying to stop that, bro. You know I ain't doing it on purpose. So, bro, you don't got
I know you're getting emotional. You start using it too much.
All right, but listen.
All right, bro. All right, bro. All right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Now I stop. Bro, I'm not eating, bro. This is how I talk. Like, right, maybe y'all. This is how I talk, bro.
It's YouTube, bro. On the Patreon, I'll let you cook. Right. If we want a Patreon, but this is a YouTube channel, so we try to keep it professional.
Bro, yeah, the N word, bro. That's harder than not cussing. Like, but I be trying to
vocabulary. I got you.
That's why I say bro so much. But that's what I like. That's the stuff that like that you know. And even with Bruce, like with Bruce, bro. Like to me, like like it, man, bro. If you wasn't somebody, bro, that I listen to, and like, it's not that I respect your crowd, bro. I respect like the angles you come from. I just be wishing that I just be wishing that it had like some real reality proof behind it. Like when you sit up there and you listening to Stephen A. saying he got so much stuff on LeBron, no, ain't that the same thing he told T.O.?
So what I would say is this. I can't refer back to the T.O. thing. I'm not sure about that, so I can't even speak.
But Bruce,
listen, right?
Didn't Stephen A. tell T.O. that though, Bruce?
Let's stay on topic though. Let's stay on topic. Right? Yeah, let's stay on topic.
Here's a topic. I'm trying to show you that this is a routine for him. So you think that he really got something on LeBron, bro?
Let me say this. Like the reason I believe that Stephen A. has things on a lot of people, because when you cover a league that long, right? There's so much stuff that you are aware of, especially when you were a beat writer, when you were a columnist, when you got connections with front offices, you got connections with the league office, you got connections with players. There's a lot of stuff that you know. That's why he always says there's tons of stuff that I know that I've never talked about and I will never talk about.
But Bruce, now think about that.
Yes.
Now he said that's what he say, right? He said the same thing about Kobe's memorial. He brought that out. So you mean to tell me that you think that Stephen A. has some other things that could? Bro, he went for the juggler by bringing out Kobe's memorial and D Wade's Hall of Fame shot. Bro, those are what we call glove off moments, bro. The gloves.
That's outside of the profession. Yeah, that's what I address.
So thank you, Transformer. So what I'm saying is that for him to travel outside of the box of criticism that should come down from media. Because that's way outside the box. Like Kobe, like to me, that's the most cowardice thing that he could have did right there.
All right, so let me
cowardice, bro.
All right,
it's bring up Kobe like just cowardice, just like Transformer said. Like Vanessa and his kids from Vanessa, like they still here, bro. Like I know that they still grieving like the loss of that man. So, and I don't even like Kobe. Y'all know I don't like Kobe. But what I'm saying is that for Stephen A. to do that, bro, that lets me know everything around him, bro, has been a lie. Like when he been acting all these years, saying he ain't got no problem with LeBron, saying he objective and all that. No, it's always been this right here.
But you
always,
know, young disciple, I'll say this. I got two things real quick. First thing, in response to you saying it's always been a lie. Yes, it's always been a lie. You know why? Because now Stephen A. is telling all this stuff, but he's been fronting, caping for LeBron all these years.
What you mean caping?
He's a big. What do you mean? What do I mean?
What you mean caping for? Why would he cape for LeBron?
Listen to what I'm saying. He's a huge part of the major media apparatus that helped LeBron to reach the levels that he has reached. There's no question about that. There's no question about that.
Bro? You think the media helped LeBron get to where he at?
Wow.
The media?
Okay. All right. Yeah, you got it, bro. And
no, I'm asking you a question.
Is a big reason why LeBron is where he's at.
Absolutely.
He's the absolute catalyst of why LeBron is where he's at.
Transformer, what do you mean, Transformer?
Nobody.
Tell me what you mean.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this one point right here. LeBron James was 17. What does Sports Illustrated call him?
No, he was 16.
16, worse. That's even worse. What did Sports Illustrated call him?
You talking about the chosen one?
The chosen one. Mm-hmm. They labeled him before he even played an NBA game. They were ready to make him the new face of the league before he even got there.
All that stuff.
Transformer. Sports Illustrated, nigga, don't make the person the face of the league.
That's part of the media.
Right. That's part of the media.
That's part of the media.
God, oh my God.
Real quick. Hold on. Before I let you go.
Oh, God. This is crazy.
Before I let you go, young disciple, real quick.
This is crazy.
I looked this up, right? Listen to it.
I'm listening to you, bro.
Dwayne Wade found out that LeBron James was leaving the Miami Heat to return to Cleveland Cavaliers shortly before James' official announcement on July 11, 2014. Wade.
It was the night before.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
What's the man talking about?
Yo, can you hold on and let me read this to you? I got you.
All right. Go ahead.
Wade has shared that he sensed James' departure during a flight from Las Vegas to Miami just hours before the announcement. According to Wade, he could tell from James' body language during the flight that he was not returning to the Heat. Wade later confirmed this intuition when James called him the next day, July 11, 2014, to formally inform him of the decision, which was then publicly revealed in a Sports Illustrated essay titled, "I'm Coming Home."
Bro, so the point is what you saying about him finding out what everybody else found out? Mm-hmm. That's a false narrative, bro.
So he found out on the same day everybody else found out.
That's not enough time.
A couple hours.
Like, are y'all serious? Like, are y'all serious right now?
Wow. You couldn't tell me a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, like, bro, this is how you feel. You about to leave? Like, prepare me.
Bro, are you serious? Like, bro, are you serious right now? Like, listen, bro.
No, I'm just saying words because I say them. I don't think I.
Okay, bro. So, man, bro.
Yo,
this is what I'm saying. All
right, go ahead.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, land the plane, bro. Land the plane.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Bro, you always trying to cut
that wave was on.
Like, but, bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. Y'all, look at, bro. Y'all making it like too, like, bro. If I'm going through free agency, bro, I'm going through free agency. Like, bro, I don't have to tell LeBron. Listen, man, D Wade don't have to tell LeBron where he's going 2 weeks before, and vice versa.
It's not
I'm saying,
if I'm your Ace Boone Coon like that,
man, a boat,
bro, my decision has not been made. Like why? Listen, bro. I just want to say one thing, bro. Because, like, I mean, I see what it is, bro. But because now you're trying to switch it up, bro. You've been putting it out there like this, like D Wade. I'm trying not to say the N word. Like D Wade found out.
You're doing a great job.
Like, you just said he found out what everybody else found out, right? So when you say that, bro, that gives off the impression, bro, that D Wade read about it, like, just like everybody else read about it. You see what I'm saying? If LeBron told D Wade an hour before everybody else knew, like, you don't think that's enough?
No.
Or what's the amount of time I got that it has to be for me to check? Like, LeBron, like, but bro, why was D Wade in Vegas with LeBron? Because Pat Riley was coming to see LeBron to try to make his pitch. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro.
If LeBron to be tight like that is what I'm saying. But listen,
yeah, I would have known.
Man, bro, y'all so loose with all this. Man, y'all, all right, bro.
We ain't the ones that's loose, bro.
Y'all loose as hell. Y'all asking Bron. Y'all asking, just come on, man. Y'all don't ask enough for the news. Now I gotta be a amount of time when I tell a person I'm not coming back to Miami. Like, come on, man.
Right,
so,
man.
like, if you got brothers and sisters?
All right, but I gotta let you go, man.
I got one question. You can just say yes or no. You got brothers and sisters? Oh, he hung up?
Yeah.
Okay. Because my question was, if he had brothers and sisters, right? Or a best friend. Let's just use best friend. Best friend, right? Been together 20 years. My brother Mike is in the channel. He's in the chat right now. Mm-hmm. That's my brother. But my Ace Boone Coon day one. Grade school, mama, daddy, grandma, all of that. We blood. We're thicker than blood. Me and Mike are thicker than blood. Gotcha. My question would be, when would you tell your brother you leaving town and I'm moving?
Not an hour before.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be an hour before.
Nah, not an hour before. That's not how we do it.
That's your banana boat brother. You would have talked to him a week ago, a month, like some time, bro. Like, all right, bro, I'm about to be out of here. Yeah.
Edward, what's going on, brother? Oh man, we gotta take these calls, man. Edward, what's up, man? What's so funny, man? What you laughing at, man?
I can
barely hear you, man.
You sound muffled, Eddie.
Yeah.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, much better. Go ahead.
Bruce. Hey, man. I want to tell everybody, man, hit the like and subscribe, man.
I appreciate
Transformer.
That.
I hope you feel better. Bruce, you was right, bro. You got the juice. I throw the towel in. All right.
Which mean I hope I feel better. What I do? Why I gotta feel bad?
I'm talking about Bruce, man. Bruce know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not gonna wait. Hey,
man, you doing the Stephen A. stuff, man. Say what you gonna say, bro.
No, man.
What is
hey, Bruce? Hey, dog. Hey, I ain't gonna make no R&B.
We were talking about them cats making them LeBron songs, man. We were talking about that earlier.
Oh, got you.
Hey, man, you got the juice, Bruce, man. You got the juice, dog. And like, man, my else, bro, you got the juice now, cuz.
Got the juice now.
You got the juice, man. But hey, man, I'm late to the party, man. I'm gonna watch the reruns, but man, y'all, I'm gonna keep watching the show. I just want to call in and speak my piece, man.
I appreciate it, Edward. Thank you, brother.
Oh shit, I'm crying. All right, dog, man. Oh shit.
This is my brother right here.
As
soon as I know,
call back.
He's knowing.
Yeah, you can't.
That's friendship, bro. Like if I'm your boy, nobody else on the team gotta know. But bro, let me know. You know what I mean?
Shit, Bubba, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on, brother?
All right.
Go outside, transform the shit, mate.
Anchors away, brother. Anchors away.
Hey, yeah. Oh man, boy, I don't know how I could talk to him.
You cannot.
He's too tough, man. But you know what? I told my man drama therapy, man, put me on the couch. Put me on the couch tonight.
Right.
Because Transformer, you broke everything down.
You did.
You did a great job. Except the difference between me and you, I went to the beginning because I felt like LeBron, he did that on purpose. Stephen A. took digs at him on purpose before then. Mm-hmm. And the only thing is, Bronny was just a little linchpin because they didn't like each other. Mm-hmm. So they basically played with youngins to get their issues off because they didn't really like each other. So to make some moves, I would say this, and this for my boy Drama Therapy. I do my own psychoanalysis. LeBron James is Darth Vader and Nino Brown rolled into one.
Boy, what a combination. Jeez.
Combination.
Darth Vader and Nino Brown.
Nino Brown rolled into one. He is the chosen one. However,
he got a lifesaver in one hand and a Rottweiler in the other.
Yes, that's correct.
Got it. I'm tracking.
It was him, the light-skinned brother from the back.
The reason I say this is because he's the chosen one. Mm-hmm. Darth Vader was the chosen one. He Nino Brown because friends, family, whoever, if you ain't with the clutch circle, it's strictly business. Nothing, never personal. It's business. Mm-hmm. All what he did to Stephen A., that was business move. That wasn't personal. Because he could have done whatever he wanted to do at the beginning.
Yeah,
this was strategic business moves he did. LeBron James got a PR person. That PR person knows every move, plotted out what that man gonna do.
Right.
So that's what I was saying. Come on. Like you said, this was all a sham in the beginning. Because really
Bron is calculated, man. Bron is extremely calculated.
Like, I'm trying to really figure out what did Stephen A. really say bad about Bron. Everybody else went in, he didn't say nothing. Skip didn't really say nothing. Think about it. We were doing more. We were harder on Bronny than Stephen A. was.
Who was we?
We the chat. We the chat, all of us. But I say this: when Bronny played well, and he did, he showed improvement. First person who did something was Bruce. So they can't call my boy a hater. They can't call you a hater, Bruce. They just can't call you one.
Oh, they can't.
Haters when you run out of things, you don't have any factual information to back up your information.
Right. So he admitted it. I thought those grown men would have this man run.
Journalism.
And he came out. But man, that's what I said. Stephen A. knew better the whole time. He could have ended it. He could have let it go. He didn't want to let it go. Brian didn't want to let it go. They wanted to keep this shit selling. Now Skip Bayless jumping in. So why somebody else gonna say something? They ain't gonna try to end it until the playoffs.
I need to see that later. Skip Bayless, definitely.
Oh yeah, you need to see that.
Yeah.
Because he said Stephen A. and I disagreed with Skip because I was like, nah, because
Stephen A. was throwing subtle jabs, as we say in Texas. They were shooting slugs at him. He didn't say nothing about LeBron directly. You know that new age sub distance, subliminal distance.
Yeah,
he did a lot of them. So LeBron, face of the league, blah blah blah. Stephen A. was, he kind of poked the bear with LeBron a little bit.
He did.
But he was slick about it. But then LeBron said, "I'm going up there."
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't. Bruce said it's a sucker move. I said it's a sucker move for a sucker. So,
right.
So he knew he wasn't going to speak back.
Right.
But he did know Stephen A. was going to come back and do the Taylor Swift tour. He called that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah. And now he's going back and forth. And wait a minute. And then the old head journalist, Charles Barkley, then was like, Stephen A., just like you said, shipmate, Stephen A., let it go. You 60 years old. You 60, bro.
Yeah.
Let's let it go.
Yeah.
So we can actually talk about the game and basketball.
Yes. He said he don't even care. He's not even consuming the beef.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Yeah. But listen, I gotta let you go, Chief, man. I gotta let Ken get in here, and then we're gonna get to these other topics.
I'm good with that.
I
appreciate you, Chief.
Hey. Oh, the king. I got it. Oh, hell, Steve. Linda.
All right. No doubt, Chief. Take it easy, brother.
All right, bro.
All right, Ken, I see you, man. Kenneth, call us back now. Nobody else. Ken from LA. Kenneth, right. Call us back. Yeah. Yeah, you don't call that much, so I definitely want to hear from you on this, man.
Gotcha.
After Kenneth, we're gonna move on to the next topics.
Was Ken in the chat? Y'all been lighting this chat up, by the way, man. Boy, y'all been lighting it up.
Yes, they have.
What's his name in the chat?
Kenneth Wright, I believe.
Oh, is it Kenneth Wright? Okay.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, I don't see.
Yeah, I have him in my phone is Ken from LA. So that's all I got. I believe it's the same guy.
Yeah, that video of Stephen A. boxing. I mean, even though that it came out like 5 years ago, something like that.
I mean, look,
seeing the man recover from the shoulder injury, man. Like the man was just trying to.
Here we go. Ken, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Maintaining, man. How are you?
What's going on, brother?
Man, great. Hey, what's up, brother? Great show, man. I'm telling you, it's like the next show is better than the previous. I'm going to be quick because I know you guys are trying to move on, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. But
yes, sir.
We're talking about the LeBron James and Bruce. I sent you the interview, right? And it was after a Laker game.
Yeah, it went to my spam. I'm gonna watch it when we
get spam. Okay. Yeah, I just thought, man, especially what we're talking about, it would actually be so appropriate from what you're talking about, because there was a reporter that literally asked LeBron James, did you attend Kobe Bryant's memorial? He did not answer the question. He danced around it.
That's interesting.
Okay. I mean, like, if he went, I went. He would not answer the question. He looked very, very disheveled and everything like that. So, I mean, bro, listen. LeBron James is a snake, man. He is. He's a snake. I'm not saying Stephen A. is not. I've had my issues with Stephen A.
Right.
I don't appreciate. No, I don't appreciate. I wasn't there, but the way that thank you, babe. The way that that whole thing went down with LeBron James approaching Stephen A. was wrong. But I don't understand why we can't just call a spade a spade. This dude has always done janky stuff. He's always said, big cotton lies. Like I think last time I said, from him supposedly breaking his hand while he's playing. Get the heck out of here, man. But anyways, like I just want to be quick. Again, watch the video, okay? He would not answer it's a simple yes or no. Yes, I attended the funeral. He wouldn't answer it. That, to me, that says a lot. So.
No doubt.
But my question is,
hold on, real quick, Transformer. The only thing I'll say is the LA Times is a very reputable publication in terms of newspaper. And so if they say he was there, I gotta give them the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise. But I feel you.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because my thing is, one, from Stephen A, why does it matter? Right? Why does it matter between what's going on with you two?
Because it's showing the type of dude LeBron is. That's
he's a snake. Yeah, he's showing he's a snake.
Trying to do like this is not the good dude that y'all think.
Yeah,
and I'm not. LeBron is not. I'm saying that's what Stephen A is trying to demonstrate because remember he's like, yo, y'all don't know the half. Remember he said he's slithering around. What animal slithers, right? So he said he's a snake without calling him a snake, right? So,
but like, how can you back that up when you're not even fact checking information that you're trying to dig dirt on?
That's a fact too.
You know what I mean? You kind of you kind of half-assing your own thing about it because you're calling this man a snake, but you ain't even doing your job right because now you're not even reporting right. Like, you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So,
can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
And I'm out. Okay, but I'm just curious. What reason could you guys give for LeBron James not asking two things? First of all, just consider this. There's a reason why that reporter asked him that question. First of all, it was 5 years ago.
Oh, that's a good question too.
There's a reason why he asked him that question first. Second, why wouldn't he answer yes if he was truly there?
Emotional reasons.
But what emotional reasons, Transformer? That seems pretty simple.
Come on,
real talk.
All right, Bruce. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I'm gonna let you guys go.
I appreciate you, Ken. If I'm there, I'm like, yeah, I was there. You know, I was in the back. I was with such and such. That's not hard to answer. Like, I don't see why that would be a difficult thing to answer. Ken has a point on that. Again, I'm siding with you, Transformer, that he was based on the LA Times reporting. So I'm siding with that. But Ken does raise an interesting question. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, because I can see it as more of I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist, anything like that. But I hear when you're speaking about funerals and memorials,
yes,
about idols or family or things like that, you honestly don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not saying that's what LeBron. I'm just giving my reason. This is my answer. You know what I mean? So like, what benefit do I have answering the question to bring up something that I just don't want to talk about?
But that's
I don't care to answer your question. Like, all right, yeah.
That's just I was there. The last thing I'll say about that Transformer is it's now hard to say yes I was there, no I was not. And the reason I was always iffy on that, me personally, is because LeBron we know is a guy who always is looking for the cameras. So I found it odd that he would be at something that was so star-studded and nobody saw him, but that no camera caught him there. You know what I'm saying?
But LA Times reported that he didn't want to be in the forefront.
And I'm agreeing with you. I'm with you. I'm by the LA Times reporting. I'm just saying like the other stuff seems really odd on that based on him being him, right?
Fair.
Because he didn't have to be in the forefront because as much as he's an all-time great basketball player in LA, he's not Magic. He's not Kareem or any of these guys, you know what I'm saying? So he would have been in the forefront anyway.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore's of, But I think but with the like NBA, LeBron is the face of the league still at that point. So it's like I don't, it's up to him. If he was there, God knows, Kobe knows.
Right.
Natalia knows. I mean, not Natalia. Vanessa knows.
Vanessa. Yes.
Right. You know what I mean? Because the true answer you can have, like, Vanessa, was he there? She says yes. Slam the door. Done deal. But again, like that's not sports analysis. That's not sports journalism. You know what I mean? Again, you're digging outside of the realm. Now I get what you're saying because he's trying to present the point that he's not who he says he is, and that whole thing.
The only other one last thing, I promise, and then we'll move on. No, it's real frustrating to me that LeBron is the whole more than an athlete guy, but he only wants it to be just talk about me on the court, talk about me between the lines. Okay, but you're more than an athlete, right? Pick one.
But he says that because of what he's done.
He can be more than an athlete when the commentary is positive. When he doesn't like the commentary, it's only talk about me between the lines. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that was his purpose of it. Because now you're going personal. You're talking about me being a father. To me, that's not in the same realm. Like when he says beyond an athlete, like what is it? Better than an athlete, more than an athlete.
Yeah,
he's talking about his off the court stuff that he's building, like more than an athlete.
More than an athlete is and what it's not. Yeah. But the other thing, this could go down the rabbit hole forever and ever. But I promise this is the last one. I promise. But yo, when everyone says the father, you're talking about him as a father. Somehow, everybody who brings that up always manages to leave out that he put his fatherhood in front of the whole world, but doesn't expect anybody to comment on said fatherhood.
Fair. Yeah. But it was already being commented on before he did that.
No, he was the one that put it out there from the very beginning. When he's talking about, remember, I brought it up years and years ago when he's talking about, he wants to play in the league with his son. And Bronny wasn't even in high school then. So he was already setting the wheels in motion. But anyway.
But I don't think that's a question of fatherhood, though.
The point is he's putting his all of that stuff out in front of us, right? And then he had no problem with us knowing that he got Bronny drafted, right? And that he's the first father-son to play together in the league and all that, right? So that fatherhood, you're good with everybody talking about. But when it doesn't work how you want it to work, then you have a problem with being addressed as a father. You see what I'm saying?
To me, that's not the same thing, though, Bruce.
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't feel like that, because like that's not at that point, like the things that he's doing and presenting for his son. Like, who am I? Like, you're not going to question his fatherhood, right? Like, I don't think his fatherhood is in question when he's doing those things. Now, when you're trying to basically tell me how to be a daddy on live TV, all right, now you don't tell me what to do and what I should be doing and stuff like that.
Listen, I'm not.
I feel like that's the difference in it.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, as no matter the topic, he only wants the positive, and life doesn't work that way. But you got any last things to say before we move on to the next topic? We gotta move on.
Man, please, we've been on this for
yeah, we've been on this for a
minute. No, I appreciate the calls, man. Like I said, that was my take. You guys wanted to hear from me.
That was great.
Yeah, man. I wanted to break it down in detail.
It took me like about 14 hours.
You say what?
It took me like 14 hours to break that whole thing down, man. You did it like an hour, man. I need to learn how to do it like you do it, man.
Well, notes help. I got my notes right here, and I'm like, okay, this is where I want to go with this one. I'm gonna go right here. Okay, cool.